Look Outreach is underwritten by the generous support of Munter Enterprises. Family owned and operated since 1972, integrity is important, as our family name is on every project. Our word is our bond. Munter Enterprises. Just build it.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, if you saw part one of this interview, and I knew this up front, that when Michael was coming on, I thought, we're never going to cram this into one interview. There's just too much to talk about. Yeah. So in part one, we were talking about touring Broadway and how that's exploded over the last decade, especially, and how Proctors in Schenectady has become really a center point for a process called teching, which is when a show is being designed and built from the sets to the costumes to the flow of the show to the sight lines in the audience and everything else. The best way to do that is to find a theater that you can actually inhabit for that time period to build that show, and then the show goes on the road. Well, the opening this season at Proctor's is The Color Purple, and they're teching the show here right in Schenectady. You'll get to see it first, and then it tours after that. So, Michael, let's talk about the season, because everyone now is accustomed to Proctor's presenting Broadway theater. Let's talk about that first, but also new this year, cabaret, some world music, Passport series. And I want to talk about that too.
We annually have over 1,700 uses of the building between showing films, comedy, dance, music, on top of Broadway. So there's something happening there all the time. The Broadway series, the Key Private Bank Broadway series, is just amazing. 6 shows, the top quality Broadway that's going out on the road, and you get to see it right in Schenectady. So,
have we got, highlight a couple of things for this season?
In the Broadway series, we've got Fun Home, which won 5 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, based on a graphic novel by Alison Bechdel. Great show. We've got, in terms of classics, The King and I is coming, and that's sort of an all-time one.
Perennial favorite.
Yep, yes. A new stage version of The Bodyguard.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep, so we got a bunch of stuff. On Your Feet, which is the amazing story of Gloria Estefan and her rise and the accident that almost brought her down. And the music for that one's just crazy. So.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, we will. I noticed you got the Key Bank thing in there.
Yeah,
you got.
I'm the publicist.
we have to do that. Trust me. We'd like to thank Key Bank. Let's move on to Cabaret.
Yeah, we've got a couple new series this season. The first one is Cabaret. We're bringing in some of the great stars of the music who play these. They'll do solo shows in New York, and they'll do reviews of all the great songs from the great musicals. And one of them that's coming in is Donna McKechnie, who created the character of Cassie in a chorus line. So she's a real Broadway legend. We've got Christine Petty. We've got Andrea McArdle, the very first Annie on Broadway, and Karen Mason. So that's a great series. We've also got Passport series. Mona Golub has been putting on the Music Haven concert series in Central Park for almost 30 years, bringing international music to the region. Well, we're now partnering with her on the Passport series, and we've got groups coming in from Venezuela, Africa, the South Carolina Sea Islands, and we're going to present a real cornucopia of different types of music through the Passport series.
I got to weigh in here just a bit. There's something always very intimate about cabaret that I like, the style of cabaret, you know what I mean? But the World Music Series. Here's an opportunity, and we're always attracted to the things we know. But how about going to something just because you know that if it's going to be at Proctor's and it's a special music series or a special performing arts series, that you're bound to like it, and in addition to which, a light's going to go on. You're going to learn something new. Yeah. That, for me, Michael, whenever I hear world music, and I sit at my computer in the morning and I'll say traditional African music. And all day long I'll listen to that. That's what Proctor's is doing.
Yeah, and Mona Golub works very hard to curate the music she presents. So when you can bank on it being a great representation
That's exactly right.
of Venezuelan music or African music, if Mona said this is what I've chosen.
Now you had mentioned just briefly different regions of the world are being represented in this series.
Absolutely.
Okay. Any highlights that you want to mention?
The theme of the Music Haven is traveling the World One concert at a time.
Oh, that's cool.
Frankie Tanky is coming from the South Carolina Sea Islands, performing music of the Gullah culture. Alsara and the Nubatones are presenting West African music. We've got, I got to look up her name so I don't get it wrong, Betsaida Machado y Paranda El Clavo. And that's a combination of Venezuelan music with African rhythm. So literally from, reaching around the globe.
Well, I can tell you firsthand that anytime you take a chance on something new like that, especially when it's surrounded by the talent of the people putting these performances together, you walk out of there with on cloud nine. It happens all the time, right, Michael?
Absolutely.
Look, I'm going to send you to the website. You can find out all the information about dates and pricing and all that. What is the website?
Proctors.org.
Oh, that makes it a lot easier. Proctors, no hyphens, no...
Just
nothing.
Proctors.
Proctors.org. And go look around. The season is about to crack open in October. It'll run through May, and outside of the touring Broadway performances, you've got cabaret, you've got world music, you've got a few films tucked in between there. It's just really worth going to proctors.org to make certain that you're up to date on things that are happening over the course of the fall, the winter, and the spring. Always great to see you, Michael. Thank you
Thanks,
for
Jesse.
coming in. Say hi to the blottos.
I will do that.
I actually had a blotto plum de nume as well.
Which was that?
I did. I'm not going to tell you. I have to tell you. But, and we're talking Michael into coming and performing on tracks. So look forward to that as well.
See you soon.
Great to see you.
Be well.
See this interview again. You can head to our website, looktvonline.com.
Look Outreach is underwritten by the generous support of Munter Enterprises. Family owned and operated since 1972, integrity is important, as our family name is on every project. Our word is our bond. Munter Enterprises. Just build it.